Hi, welcome. We're going to do a simple program that will display students' name and other details. As you can see, I've opened Delphi. We're going to click on File, New, VCL Forms Application, and we have our form actually come up. The first thing we're going to do is Save All, File. You're going to go to Save All, and I'm going to go to one of my drives. I'm calling it Maistry. I'm going to right click and I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call the folder Student Details. And once I have the folder, I'm going to open that folder, Student Details, and I'm going to give it a name. And the first one is a unit name, so we're going to call that M Student underscore U for unit. Click on Save. Then I'm going to save the project, M Student underscore P for project, and all is saved in the folder called Student Details. So I'm going to click on Save, and we have saved the project. If you run it, you will see our empty container coming up, which is the form. Next, I'm going to go to my tool palette, which is on my right, and in my tool palette I'm going to add a button, and you can scroll to find your button. It's called T button. Drop a button, and I'm going to drop a panel. So T panel, and as you can see, I'm going to go to my button. You can resize it as I've done, and you can go to your panel, and you can also resize your panel as big as you want or as small as you want. Now I'm going to click on the button. Firstly, we're going to give it a name, and if you go to your object inspector, which is on your left, and scroll down to name, and buttons, we would use a prefix BTN, and that is called button name. And then we're going to go to the panel, and we're going to call the panel, give it a name of PNL as a prefix for panel, and we call it panel display, since it's going to display what we want. So we can change the caption, which is your heading. If you scroll up and take out the BTN, so the caption would say name. And we can do the same for the panel, but I'm going to leave that as this so you can see the name of the panel. We're now going to write code behind the button. So if you double click on name, it will take you to the button, BTN name, click. And what we want to do here is we just want to display on our panel. So I'm going to say, because we use the prefix PNL, if you type in PNL, control space, and you'll notice that the panel that you have on your form appears. I'm going to click on that, double click on that, panel display dot, and you'll see a whole lot of options come out. And the one we want to use is caption. So we say panel display dot caption is assigned colon equal to, please note, colon equal to, and here we can put down your header, whatever name you want. I'm going to use my name, which is James Maistry. What a beautiful name. And if you want to get your coding aligned, you can use Control D, and it will align it properly. So we want, if we understand the code, we're saying the panel display dot caption is assigned, so the name James Maistry will be assigned or displayed on the actual panel. And if we run this, beautiful, no mistakes, you'll notice that if I click on name, the name James Maistry comes up. So we've achieved our goal. The next thing is to add more details. So we can add more details to this program. If we go back to our GUI, our design, we can add another panel. And on this panel, maybe we want to output the person's address. We can add another button if we want. And I'm going to scroll up to T button and get another button in here. As you can see, I want to give the button a name, so I can go to name, which is on your left, on your object inspector, and BTN, and this one we're going to call BTN address. So that'll output the address. And the panel, we're going to give it a name as well, PNL for panel, and panel address. So we've given the button a name. Now we need to have code. We need to get some code behind this button. So we're going to double click on this, and you'll notice it tells you BTN, that's your button address. And just as the other one, if we look at the code, panel display, you call for the panel, PNL, control space. You'll notice we have two panels. So the one we want to display on is panel address. Double click on that. Dot, and we're looking for caption. Notice caption comes up. We press enter. Is assigned. And inside here, put a quote, single quotes, and inside here we can put our address. And we're going to use the address of my workplace, which is 51 College Road, Pietermaritzburg. And as you know, Control D will align that, make it look neat. And as we know, the proof is in the pudding. So if we run this, we should see our panel come up. If I click on name, I'm going to get the name. And if I click on the button called address, I will get 51 College Road. I want you to go add more panels and get more details outputted, like the school you can add on. You can also add on other details that you want to display in your program. Thank you.